you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into your imagination. We'll begin with a spin, traveling in a world of my creation. What we'll see will defy explanation. If you want to view paradise, simply look around, view it. Anything you want to do it. Want to change the world, there's nothing to it. There is no life I know to compare with pure imagination. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be. If you want to see magic lands, close your eyes and you will see why. Want to be a dreamer, be one. Anytime you please, and please save me one. Come with me and you'll be in a world of pure imagination. Take a look and you'll see into your imagination. There is no place to go to compare with your imagination. So go there to be free if you truly wish to be. Living there, you'll be free if you truly wish to be. Thank you very much. Hello. Wonderful to see you all here tonight at this historic Los Angeles theater. This was the spot that I actually did all the photography for the Stage's album cover, and I did it all for the book and all that stuff. We were here, and I grew up here in Los Angeles, California, and I saw most of, a lot of Los Angeles. Okay, we're good. It's the Los Angeles Theater, so glad there are some yokels. And I grew up here in Los Angeles, and many of my first theatrical experiences were actually here in Los Angeles. When I got older, I traveled to New York and London and other places to see West End and Broadway shows, but so many of my first theatrical inspiration moments where I got the bug was down the street. It was in West Hollywood. It was in downtown LA. It was at the Pantages. It was at the Music Center. And it was in places like this great theater. This theater was built in the early 1930s by Charlie Chaplin. He built it for a film premiere, and he brought Albert Einstein as his date. here. And there's a picture, if you see out in the hallway. It's incredible. And we were so inspired when we did the photo shoot here, we wanted to come back and make music here, make noise here, and it sounds pretty damn good in here. And so we're thrilled to be here. We're so excited you came and joined us for this special. So thankful to all the fans that have made this album a success and allowed us to actually come out here and do a special like this. We have a wonderful night of music that I love so very dearly. I've got a stage full of some of the best musicians and one of the coolest designs I've ever seen. So we hope you have a great time tonight. When I was making this record, there were a lot of very full circle moments for me. Some of the songs I sang on the record were, kind of new songs for me. I'd never tackled them before, and I was kind of nervous about doing them for the first time. And some of them, you kind of like high-five your younger self because you realize, like, oh my gosh, I'm here, I'm in the studio, I'm at Abbey Road recording a song that I sang, on a stage at high school when I was 17 or 18 years old. This is a song that was one of those full circle moments for me. I was 17, so my first lead role, I played Woody Mahoney in Finian's Rainbow at the joint production of the Los Angeles County High School for the Arts and Cal State LA College, and beat out the college kids, whatever, no big deal. What I did not do, however, was have the ability to grow a beard, so they had to take a sponge with makeup and put it on my face for stubble. But I was Woody Mahoney, and I love this song, and when we were planning to sing this song tonight, I wanted to bring out somebody who was also a student and also phenomenal. And so I contacted my good friends at the wonderful organization Young Arts. If you haven't heard of this organization, go check them out. They're great. My foundation, Find Your Light, has done some great collaborations with them. They find great talent all over the country, and they nurture that talent and give them the foundations they need to succeed, not only in the arts, but as human beings. So I asked them to send me some links of some great trumpet players, because this song has a great trumpet part in it. And they sent me a link of this young man, and I was so taken with his tone, his musicality, and I want to introduce him to you now. He is 22 years old. He's currently a senior at Berkeley, in Berkeley College of Music in Boston. Please give a warm welcome for this wonderful song, Old Devil Moon, to Mr. Josh Schbach.
At you and suddenly something in your eyes I see soon begins bewitching me. It's that old devil that you stole from the skies. It's that old devil in your eyes. You and your glance make this romance too hot to handle. Stars in the night, blazing their light, can't hold a candle to your razzle-dazzle you. Got me flying high and wide on a magic carpet ride, full of butterflies inside. Wanna cry, wanna croon, wanna laugh like a moon. It's that old devil moon in your eyes. Just when I think I'm free as a dove, old devil moon deep in your eyes blinds me with love. free as a dove. Oh, devil moon, deep in your eyes, blinds me with
One more time, Mr. Josh Fox. There were a lot of musical theater moments in my life that kind of shaped getting the bug. And when I was very young, even before I saw my first live on stage performance, my parents brought home for me a VHS copy of Mandy Patinkin and Bernadette Peters doing Sunday in the Park with George on Broadway, which is one of the great, I don't recommend seeing Broadway shows on a TV screen. I think it's, except for the special. This is the only exception. But this was just a performance that has stuck with me. I've seen the show so many times now. It is, I love Stephen Sondheim as a composer. He's just one of those people that can take a story from somewhere you would least expect and find the common humanity that makes all of us tick. And that's what he did with this play, Sunday in the Park with George. It's based on the pointillist painter George Seurat and based on his life and his love and his work as he's creating this painting, Sunday Afternoon on the Island of La Grande Jatte. And this is not the actual painting. I was excited when they brought it in. I'm like, oh, thanks. Got some Thomas Crown Affair stuff going on here. Okay. But this is one of my favorite songs from that musical, and it's a song about having to dive completely into his work while his life, his love, everything else that makes everybody, work as human beings is collapsing around him, and how he just has to have that singular focus on the work and how it relates to his life. And it's called Finishing the Hat, and we'll do it for you now.
Yes, she looks for me good. Let her look for me to tell me why she left me, as I always knew she would. I had thought she understood. They have never understood, and no reason that they should. But if anybody could, finishing the hat, how you have to finish the hat, how you watch the rest of the world from a window while you finish the hat, mapping out the sky, what you feel like planning a sky, what it feels when voices that come through the window go until they distance and die, until there's nothing but sky, and how you're always turning back too late from the grass or the stick or the dog or the light, how the kind of woman willing to waste, not the kind that you want to find waiting to return you to the night, dizzy from the high, coming from the hat, studying the hat, entering the world of the hat, reaching through the world of the hat like a window, back to this one from that, studying a face, stepping back to look at a face, leaves a little space in the way like a window, but to see, it's the only way to see. And when the woman that you wanted goes, you can say to yourself, well, I give what I give. But the woman who won't wait for you knows that however you live, there's a part of you always standing by, mapping out the sky. finishing the hat, starting on a hat, finishing the hat. Look, I made a hat. Where there never was a hat.
Mark Stevens on the piano. We're going to do this one for you guys now. This is called Try to Remember. And I will try to remember.
Try to remember the kind of September when life was slow and oh so mellow. Try to remember the kind of September when grass was green and grain so yellow. Try to remember the kind of September when you were a tender and callow fellow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow. Try to remember when life was so tender that no one read except the willow. Try to remember when life was so tender that dreams were kept beside your pillow. Try to remember when life was so tender that love was an ember about to billow. Try to remember, and if you remember, then follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember, although you know the snow will follow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember without a hurt. The heart is hollow. Deep in December, it's nice to remember the fire of September that made us mellow. Deep in December, our hearts should remember and follow. And follow.
you very much. One more for Tariq Tony on the guitar. We should add a real solo to that, I feel like. We gotta put a full-on, like, fret shred on that one. I like when Tariq solos, because it gives me a vocal break. It lets me fan his flames. Yes, Tariq, yes! No. So this is a song that is very special to me for a number of reasons. I grew up loving a chorus line, not only because I just was so enamored with talented dancing, because I can't dance at all. So when I would watch a show like that, I would just kind of flip out at their ability. But somebody that was near and dear to my heart, a composer that I loved, and somebody who was a great friend and a great supporter, and somebody that we lost way too young was Mr. Marvin Hamlish. He was a wonderful genius, and he just got it. He was a conductor, he was an arranger, he wrote, of course, such beautiful songs and wrote a chorus line. After he passed away, I was lucky enough to sing with an enormous amount of great Broadway talent. It was my first time singing with Audra McDonald, actually, was singing this song for a tribute to Mr. Marvin Hamlish with the New York Philharmonic a few years ago. And it was my first time realizing that a man can sing this, that these songs are universal, that these songs are for everyone. And so we're thinking of Marvin tonight, and we wanted to do this one for you guys. This is called What I Did for Love.
Kiss today goodbye, the sweetness and the sorrow. Wish me luck the same to you, but I can't regret what I did for love. What I did for love. Look, my eyes are dry. The gift was ours to borrow. It's as if we always knew, and I won't forget what I did for love, what I did for love. God, love is never gone. As we travel on, love's what we'll remember. Kiss today goodbye, and point me toward tomorrow. We did what we had to do. Did for love, what I did for love, and I won't forget what I did for love. Love's what we'll remember. Kiss today goodbye, point me toward tomorrow. We did what we had to do. Won't forget, can't regret what I did for love. What I did for love. What I did for love. What I did for love.
Thank you very much. Give it up for Mr. Bernie Herms on the piano, everybody. He's playing a lot of songs tonight, and he also produced that song and produced so much of stages. So thank you, Bernie, for that, and to many more. Oh, very nice, Bernie.
Back from the break tux.
Oh, this old standard. My maroon tux makes me feel much handsomer than I am. Oh, my maroon tux has me schwitzing, but you can't see because I have 5 handlers that block me, and they keep the sweat from embarrassing me. That's what they call TMI. Thank you. So, I'm delighted to sing this song. This is a song from one of my favorite musicals. I mean, I say that for every song tonight. They're all my favorite. They're all my children. I always get you say every song. You're like, this is from your favorite show. You know, it's partly true. When you're making an album like this, selfishly, you kind of choose songs, I think, at least in the beginning, that you grew up with, that you sat when you were a kid in these very seats and looked up and felt that thing, that indescribable thing, palpable thing that you get when you see great theater, and sitting there and thinking, like, I want to be the person that makes people feel that way one day. And this was one of those shows. It was Les Miserables. I was very, very young. And the other interesting thing about recording these songs away from the shows themselves, away from the costumes and the makeup and away from the characters themselves, is that you really get a chance to explore how universal they are in their own light, and how beautiful they are away from the characters, and how much they resonate with the world we're living in today, sometimes unfortunately. And this is one of those songs, and it's one that when I was in the studio, I wasn't expecting to do it. My producer, Bernie Herms, who's been here at the piano for the night, he rushed in. We were at the end of a long day, and he said, hey, why don't we do this song? And I said, well, I mean, there's no arrangement. And he said, well, no, I've got this thing in my head. I want to sit down at the piano, and let's just make a demo. Let's make a demo, and let's see how it goes. And we recorded the demo, and that demo is what made the record. That is what made the album. And I love when those moments happen. And so from demo to stage, from Les Mis, this is Bring Him Home.
God on high, hear my prayer. In my need, you have always been there. He is young, he's afraid. Let him rest, heaven blessed. Bring him home, bring him home, bring him home. He's like the son I might have known if God had granted me a son. The summers die one by one, how soon they fly on and I am old and will be gone. Bring him peace, bring him joy. He is young, he is only a boy. You can take, you can give. Let him be, let him live. If I die, let me die. Let him live. Bring him home. Bring him home. Bring him
Thank you very much. Mr. Barney Herms on the piano. Thank you. All right, well, every so often in your career, you have a moment where you can kind of go back in time and you can think about a song that kind of started it all. And when you're a performer, when you're an artist, there is that song, there is that moment where you say to yourself, okay, well, this, if I think back on it in hindsight, this was the song that really got me where I am. And this was a song that I sang for David Foster when I was 17 years old for the governor of California. Then it was Gray Davis. It was his inauguration, and David Foster called me up and he said, hey, we need you at the Arco Arena. I got 5 tapes of 5 different singers. You were the one that I liked the best. You were so-so, but you'll be better. And I want you to sing, I want you to sing this song, All I Ask of You from Phantom of the Opera. Do you know this song? I said, yes, I do. When I was a kid, I, in art class, made a papier-mâché phantom mask that I put on my face. 7 or 8 years old. And I wore it around and I scared the girls. Now I can do it without the mask. But back then, I needed practice. But it was a show that I've loved for a long, long time. Andrew Lloyd Webber's brilliant show, Phantom of the Opera. And so when we were making this record and I was going to record this song, I knew that this duet had to be recorded in a very, very special way, and it had to be recorded with a very special singer. And so it's also very rare in this business that, like, the person at the very, very top of your bucket list is willing to bless your album with their beautiful voice. And so this young woman had every reason in the world to be far too busy when I was recording, and certainly has every reason in the world right now to be far too busy to show up here on this stage, and yet she has made time to record this with me, and she made time to be here tonight between tour dates. She is one of the most versatile singers that I've ever heard. She's got one of the most beautiful voices that I've wanted to sing with for ages, and it is my great pleasure to introduce to the stage my pal, the great Kelly Clarkson.
Oh my goodness. That was like the best
It's
intro.
so beautiful.
That was like nice.
Oh, well, I mean every word. You're a musical theater fan, aren't you?
Yes, I actually grew up. This is the very first musical. I emailed you this. This is the very first musical I ever saw live as a kid, and I was like mesmerized.
When
I
you're
was
a
like,
kid and
I
you
will
see-
be Christine.
Yes, and I was going to be the Phantom, and so maybe we should do this. I'll be up in the balcony, and you'll be down here, and we'll do a different song. But this is the Raoul.
Be very
Christine.
dramatic.
You still get to be Christine.
Okay.
I have to be Raoul. Don't worry. Wah, wah. She sent me an iPhone recording in my hotel room of just kind of singing along to the track that I had sent her, and she's like, "Is this all right? Will this be okay?" And I dropped the phone in the toilet because it was so wonderful.
nervous.
I don't know why I was near the toilet, but it was there.
I don't know why I was peeing, but
Yeah, I was just like, wow, that's fantastic. And shake. Okay, so we are now going to do. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so trying to keep the decorum here tonight.
The comedic timing was
They
amazing.
put me in the fanciest outfits, and I have
I know,
no
me
idea what I'm
too.
doing. Okay.
I'm in heels. I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. So if you're ready, we will begin this
Okay, let's
this
do
duet.
this.
This is All I Ask of You from The Phantom of the Opera.
No more talk of darkness. Forget these wide-eyed fears. I'm here, nothing can harm you. My words will warm and calm you. Let me be your freedom. Let daylight dry your tears. I'm here with you, beside you, to guard you and to guide you.
Say you love me every waking moment. Turn my head with talk of summertime. Say you need me with you now and always. Promise me that all you say is true. That's all I ask of you.
Let me be your shelter. Let me be your light. You're safe, no one will find you. Your fears are far behind you.
All I want is freedom, a world with no more night, and you always beside me, to hold me and to hide me.
Then say you'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Let me lead you from your solitude. Say you want me with you here beside you. And where you go, let me go too. That's all I ask of you.
You'll share with me one love, one lifetime. Say the word and I will follow you.
Share each day with me, each night, each morning.
Say you love me.
You know
time for Kelly Clarkson. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely awesome. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
This is a song that, it's a couple of songs that, one of them I've done before on tour, and one of them I have not. One of these songs is from Sweeney Todd. I think it's the only song in that entire show that's not about murder. And the other is from the great kind of fantastical, whimsical musical Into the Woods, which is now a major motion picture. And I noticed that when Mr. Sondheim is writing about innocence and wonderment, and he's able to take kind of the cerebral nature with which he writes and put it to stuff that's very childlike. It has such a wonderful melancholy feel to it and has such a great vibe to it. And so we wanted to put these songs together, and they worked really well. I have to get out of my mind, last time I sang the Sweeney Todd song, Not While I'm Around, I was sitting on the edge of a stage, and I'm singing this very sweet song, and the woman with a martini starts putting her hand up my pant leg. And I'm shaking her. Don't you do it. And she's like, oh yeah. So, fresh start to this song. And it's the song Children Will Listen into Not While I'm Around.
Careful the things you say, children will listen. Careful the things you do, children will see and learn. Children may not obey, but children will listen. Children will look to you for which way to turn, to learn what to be. Careful before you say, listen to me. Children will listen. Careful the wish you make, wishes are children. Careful the path they take, wishes come true, not free. Careful the spell you cast, not just on children. Sometimes a spell may last past what you can see and turn against you. Careful the tale you tell, that is the spell. Children will listen, listen. Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. Nothing's gonna harm you, no sir, not while I'm around. Demons are prowling everywhere nowadays. I'll send them howling, I don't care, I've got ways. No one's gonna hurt you, no one's gonna dare. Others can desert you, not to worry, whistle, I'll be there. Demons will charm you with a smile for a while, but in time, nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around. Not to worry, I may not be smart, but I ain't dumb. I can do it, put me to it, show me something I can overcome. not to worry now. Being close and being clever ain't like being true. I don't need to, I would never hide a thing from you like some. No one's gonna hurt you, no one's gonna dare. Others can desert you, not to worry, whistle, I'll be there. Demons will charm you with a smile for a while, but in time, nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around.
Thank you very much. Once again, for Mr. Mark Stevens on the piano. Any out-of-towners here tonight? Wow. Just yell it out. Where'd you come in from? Yep, love it there. Biggest fan in Germany. Can I have a picture with you? I feel like we're doing that. I mean, we're kind of taking a picture together, you know? You're at the special. That's pretty cool. You have a camera? Come over here. Come on over here. Guten Tag. Willkommen. Okay. Thank you. All right. Yeah, take the lens cap off. That would help. It's good? Photo. You're very welcome. We got it? Okay, thank you so much. Thank you. I love you. I love you. Mom's like, oh, yeah. No lipstick on the shoulder. No, okay. So this is a song that is from a musical that has had a few different short-lived runs in different parts of the world. And I was lucky enough to have the shortest run of all of this show, which was 2 nights, at the Royal Albert Hall in London. We did a concert version of the show Chess, and I was able to play the role of Anatoly. And it was one of the most exciting shows to sing as a vocalist. And so we've done it now a couple of times. We rarely ever bring it out just because it releases a beast in me. But we will release the beast for you tonight. So you never know with this song vocally. It kind of feels like Bruce Banner might turn into the Hulk. So, but delighted to be joined by a wonderful choir here tonight, and Bernie Herms as well at the piano. This is called Anthem.
No madness, though their sad power may prevail, can possess, conquer my country's heart. They rise to fame. She is eternal, long before nations' lives were drawn. When no flags flew, when no army stood, my land was born. And you ask me why I love her. Through wars, death, and despair, she is the constant. We who don't care, and you wonder, will I leave her? But how? I cross over borders, but I'm still there How can I leave her? Where would I start? Let man's petty nations tear themselves apart. My land's only borders lie around my heart.
Thank you very much. Give it up for this wonderful choir. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So we're here at Capitol Records Studio A, and we have already taped the majority of the Stages special. We had an amazing couple of nights at the Los Angeles Theater in downtown LA, but there was one blaringly obvious thing that was missing from that special, and that was yourself. And so we are so delighted and honored to have your presence on this special. And we thought to ourselves, well, you're obviously very busy and you're touring constantly, and you even had a concert last night, and you've got a concert tomorrow night. But I thought, well, if we can find a time for us to get together and sing this song that we both love so much, then it would be worth it to do it. I know this song is the show is very special to you. You won a Tony for playing Carrie.
For playing Carrie Pipperidge, yeah, but it's my first sort of big break on Broadway.
Was that your first Tony?
Yes, and
Okay.
then a couple of years later, I got to play the part of Julie in a Carnegie Hall production of Carousel opposite Hugh Jackman.
I got heart palpitations just hearing you say that. I feel like I'll just pick that name up for you there. There you go. We'll put that back there.
But now I'm
Yeah.
doing it with Josh.
Oh yeah.
Groban,
Oh yes, for sure. Yes.
is
Well,
amazing.
no pressure. I would have done some push-ups before I got here if I'd
So
known.
would I. I would have done some too.
Well, I love this song. I was so
Such a
honored that you
beautiful
sang
song.
it with me on the record, and we have a really nice, very different from the rest of the special, very incredible kind of intimate environment here to sing the song broken down in a way that I think really fully shows instrumentally the beauty of Rodgers and Hammerstein's score. What do you say we give it a try?
I would love to.
Okay. All right. Cool.
If I loved you, time
in an easy way, round in circles I'd go.
Longing to tell you, but afraid and shy.
I'd let my golden chances pass me by.
Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day. Never, never
To know how I loved you. If I loved you. If I loved you, time and again I would try to say all I'd want you to know.
If I loved you, words wouldn't come in an easy way. Round in circles I'd go.
Longing to tell you, but afraid and shy. I'd let my golden chances pass me by. Soon you'd leave me, off you would go in the mist of day. Never, never to know how I loved you. If I loved you.
Bravo. We did it. When I put on new shoes, I feel like James Brown. It's so slippery out here. Good God! Get up! Like a singing machine. Get on up! If you know what I mean. I got my carpet. And I'm sliding around. No, I can't split. I can't split. I can't split. I can't split. I saw the show on Broadway probably 7 or 8 years ago. I think they did a revival of the show. It was with Antonio Banderas. And it's a great, great musical. It's kind of obscure. The music from this musical was kind of an acquired taste. It kind of took me a minute to find the depth in it. But once I did, it quickly became one of my favorites. And it's the musical Nine, and it's the song Unusual Way.
a very unusual way. One time I needed you. In a very unusual way, you were my friend. Maybe it lasted a day, maybe it lasted an hour, but somehow it will never end. In a very unusual way, I think I'm in love with you. In a very unusual way, I want to cry. Something inside me goes weak. Something inside me surrenders, and you're the reason why. You're the reason why. You don't know what you do to me. You don't have a clue, and you can't tell what it's like to be me looking at you. It scares me so that I can hardly speak. In a very unusual way, I owe what I am to you. Though at times it appears I won't stay, I never go. Special to me in my life, since the first day that I met you. How could I ever forget you once you had touched my soul? In a very unusual way, you've made me.
Thank you very much.
C'est une histoire qui a pour lieu Paris la belle en l'an de Dieu 482. Histoire d'amour et de désir. Nous les artistes anonymes de la sculpture ou de la rime tenterons de la transcrire pour les siècles à venir. Il est venu le temps des cathédrales, le monde est entré dans un nouveau millénaire. On a voulu monter vers les étoiles, écrire son histoire dans le verre ou dans la pierre. Pierre après pierre, jour après jour, de siècle en siècle avec amour, il a voulu s'élever les tours qui avait bâti de ses mains. Les poètes et les troubadours ont chanté des chansons d'amour qui promettaient aux gens humains de meilleurs lendemains. Il est venu le temps des cathédrales, le monde est entré dans un nouveau millénaire. À vous de monter vers les étoiles, écrire son histoire dans le verre ou dans la pierre. Il est venu le temps des cathédrales, le monde est entré dans un nouveau millénaire. Nous pour le monter vers les étoiles, écrire son histoire dans le verre ou dans la pierre. Des fous tout le temps des cathédrales, la foule débarque est aux portes de la ville. Et ses entrées, ses païens, ses mongols, la fin de ce monde est prévue pour l'an 2000. Est prévue pour l'an 2000.
Thank you very much. Merci beaucoup. Thank you so much. Thank you for that. How do you still have energy? Okay, so when we were making this record, we cheated just a little. We cheated just a little bit because we knew we wanted to make a record that was songs from the musical theater world. It didn't have to be Broadway. It could be from anywhere. And this is a song that I've had a lot of requests from people to sing at concerts, and I've wanted to sing for a long time, and is most famous, of course, for the movie version, because this is a song from The Wizard of Oz. So we thought, okay, well, if we're going to cheat and pick a movie song, this is the movie song to do, and it's called Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
really do come true. Someday I'll wish upon a star and wake up where the clouds are far behind me, where troubles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me somewhere over the rainbow. Bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why, then oh why can't I? Someday I'll wake and rub my eyes until that land beyond the skies you'll find me. I'll be a laughing daffodil and leave the silly cares that fill my mind behind me. Oh, somewhere over the rainbow, birds fly. If birds can't fly over the rainbow, why, then oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I?
Thank you very much.
There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain goes on and on. Empty chairs at empty tables. Now my friends are dead and gone. Here they talked of revolution. Here it was they lit the flame. Here they sang about tomorrow, and tomorrow never came. From the table in the corner, they could see a world reborn, and they rose with voices ringing, and I can hear them now, the very words that they had sung became their last. this lonely barricade at dawn. Oh, my friends, forgive me that I live and you are gone. There's a grief that can't be spoken. There's a pain goes on and on. Phantom faces at the window. Phantom shadows on the floor, empty chairs and empty tables, where my friends will meet no more. Oh, my friends, don't ask me what your sacrifice was for. Empty chairs and empty tables, where my friends will see no
Thank you very much. Give it up for Gigi Robbie. I'd also like to give a big shout out one more time to this extraordinary band, this wonderful orchestra, and our conductor tonight, Mr. Sean O'Loughlin.
Hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song of our life. Walk on through the wind, walk on through the rain, though your dreams be tossed and blown. Walk on with hope in your heart, and you'll never walk alone. You'll never walk alone. When you walk through a storm, hold your head up high and don't be afraid of the dark. At the end of the storm, there's a golden sky and the sweet silver song
Thank you very much. Give it up one more time for this wonderful choir. Thank you so much. You guys have been absolutely amazing tonight. Thank you so, so much.
Kiss today goodbye and point me toward tomorrow. We did what we had to do. Won't forget, can't regret what I did for love. What I did for love. What I did for love.
We are here at a rehearsal room that we have, we meaning me and my team, my band, we have been in this room many times over the last, I would say, even 15 years. It's a rehearsal room that has a lot of good memories, and it's always a room that we know when we're in here, then big stuff is around the corners. We've been in here just singing through the marathon of material that is going to have to be sung, performed, blocked, and ultimately taped for the Stages television special this weekend.
Camera swoops here, camera goes up, camera goes down.
The reason we're having so much rehearsal for this is it's the first time I'm singing these songs back to back on a stage. I've done one-offs, I've done promo, I've done morning TV, evening TV. I've country hopped singing these songs, but I've never done a full front-to-back show with these songs yet.
Anytime you please, and please stay be one.
Aha! One more time. Hit me with that one again. Please go back to 62 or something like that.
We're all a little nervous. There's going to be that spontaneity, and also it's a good rehearsal for the tour, which is going to be coming up. So, you know, as we're figuring the special out, these are the first moments that we're realizing what works and where it works, and it will gear us up for this next, 6 months of touring coming up. And that's a great kind of kill two birds with one stone scenario for us.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey.
That thing is always on.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful. What are you guys talking about?
Dick Carruthers is one of the great directors in this business.
So the idea is that pushes everybody upstage, so it's a bit of a squish. The contention is that's going to look really cool.
When my manager said that he was interested and on board for this, I knew that we would be captured well. And then when you meet the guy and you know that he's just such a lovely human being,
Am I in shot? Hey.
and just kind of gets the spirit of the world that I'm in and what we want to do and what we want to provide for the audience and for the television audience.
And we've said this isn't going to be all straight on performances. You've got to think about this, you've got to watch this.
And when you're with somebody who's not just about capturing, just getting the right shots, but actually like creating an atmosphere that you can't get anywhere else and creating a television experience that you can't get anywhere else, that's a really great feeling. So we were kindred spirits from the get-go.
And then there's the other 4 songs, which I think it ends with What I Did for Love, right? Break, and they come back. Hang on a minute. It's a completely empty house.
We've been discussing the flow of the show and what songs are going to go where and why, how we open the show, how we close the show, the big moments in between, visually how it's going to go down.
I think it's okay to have moments that change like that, with the audience there and the audience not there.
I absolutely
Okay.
agree. I
At
mean,
least for that one.
We are talking, everybody's got a visual vocabulary, all right? Everybody can cope with a flashback.
I've got a big blocking rehearsal tomorrow where I'm going to know kind of where my movements are going to be very spur of the moment.
I will have some questions answered that I've been asking myself for months now, which is like, if I put a camera there on that lens and Josh is there and the piano's there, what's behind it? And I've been looking at it and thinking about it for months, but finally when you stand there, I'm going to go, right, okay, now we can, he's this tall, he's like, you know.
Well, I think then tomorrow is going to be a very informative day.
We are actually here. We are on the stage at the Los Angeles Theater. It's great to be back here. It's such a special space, such a special energy here. I felt it when we did the photo shoot for the record, and it was a dream from that day onward to actually sing on this stage. It was killing me that we were only taking still photography in this extraordinary proscenium. So to be back here and to be, blocking out all the camera movements for the actual show is very exciting.
We've put percussion on the floor behind the drums, and there'll be a camera behind them, so we'll get that beautiful reverse coming up behind the drums of you in the spotlight. I've mixed up the band and the orchestra so they feel like the whole thing is one thing, that's just your band.
Dig it, yeah, I like it, I see it now, The nice thing about doing a TV taping is that we can always do it again. So the nerves aren't as much there for something like taping a special, but at the same time, the nerves are there because you're filming something that's forever. So, I am excited more than I am nervous. I think I should be here and Mike in the stand for that note. There's something powerful about the chaos of the orchestra and choir going on behind and just kind of having this laser-like focus
you sell it very
throughout
well.
the song.
That's a very good, because that gives me a way to shoot it.
We can put little movement cues in the prompter as well. Oh, great. Little colored dashes or whatever that give me my cue that I know I need to move.
Little comedy hands.
little emojis. If I see the poop with a smiley face on it, I know I've hit a clunker note. So let's just take it one day at a time. I think once we get through the hurdle of tomorrow, I think Sunday afternoon we'll go through Sunday. Perfect. And I'll be fine with that. This blocking is not so complicated that we can't do that.
As easy as it can.
Yeah. So now, so I got tomorrow set. So we are now wrapped today. I'm gonna keep it all in here, and we're gonna come back tomorrow, and we're going to crush it.
Takes a village. Time for sound check. Okay, guys, flies on the plane. We're gonna go to unusual way. Sorry, guys. Can we get that opening guitar a little louder? And also, can we get the fill before the downbeat? It's the first song we're doing tonight. I just want to make sure that strum it sounds like an afterthought. It should be loud.
I've just eaten an enormous Subway sandwich, so I'm battling nerves, but I'm mostly battling indigestion. It's trying to make its way out when all I want is notes, but my gut tells me otherwise. We've got a few hours to kill before tonight, so I'm sure that won't be a problem later, but for the moment, I'm burping through these songs.
Try to remember when I was so tender.
You know, when we were in rehearsals, he's just doing these incredible things that send goosebumps on your arms and shivers down your legs to your toes. And then he finishes, and everybody's sort of like, right, what we're going to do next? Like that. When you just want to go, oh my God! Oh my God! But you've just got to go, yeah.
It's swampy. It's coming back a little bit, and it's not the mix. It's just the house. I gotta get used to it.
I got a lot of space in here. I got a lot of space for a man who does not know how to dance.
What am I supposed to do with this painting?
I just sing when I hear the notes start. That's the extent of my job here today. Anyway, it's now time for me to get ready time to get handsome for my specials. So kindly make your exit, and I will soon be making my entrance. So all of this, we'll begin with the spin. It's still all down there.
Yeah, you
kind of around there area. Okay.
Yeah,
can we start here? Can we kind of sit through it? I love Pure Imagination as an opener. When I recorded it, I knew it would be the opener for the album, and we felt it would be a great opener for the special as well.
Knock, knock, knock. Open.
It's going to be fun. It's going to be kind of a from the dressing room to the stage thing. You know, it's going to be in real time where, you know, as I'm getting ready and just kind of finishing up my last minute dressing room stuff, you know how it is. You got your water, you got your brown M&Ms, you sacrifice a goat, and then I start singing.
Here we go. Good. Bring it.
And then by the time the instrumental hits, I'll finally be on stage and be able to see my audience for the first time, and they'll be able to see me for the first time.
It's like, here's the magic bit between just you
Yeah, got it.
and now it's them.
That's exciting. That's not something I've ever done before, and that's the kind of thing you can really only accomplish when you're filming a TV special. And that's the kind of thing I like to find, those moments where you can find that really are very TV media-driven moments of magic.
And go, Kurt. Here we go. And light and cue. Okay. Fucking hell. Oh, awesome. Clear the shot. Clear the shot. Last one. Vocal.
If you want to see magic, close your eyes and you will.
Let's go, boys and girls. 4-4. I love you all.
All I Ask of You, which is a Kelly Clarkson duet.
Okay.
Kelly Clarkson will be joining us. Kelly's been nice enough to fly in from her tour to do this with me this weekend.
I'm sorry. Nice to see you.
It'll be our first time singing All I Ask of You live on stage.
This is like so different from my normal.
I know, take your time, seriously.
I think it sounds so weird. Me going woo! Sounds weird.
I think it's safest, honestly. I think it's just in your head. I think it sounds beautiful.
It's gonna be so much better.
It's so beautiful.
It's gonna be so much better.
It's so beautiful. Get out of your head. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful.
I'm gonna be so not nervous tonight. It's gonna be awesome.
We're gonna have a blast doing that song. It's a song that means a lot to me, and to be up there with her is gonna be really special.
Let's go on. Hope it doesn't screw up.
Oh, you look so
What's up, sexy?
She's one of the most versatile singers that I've ever heard. She's got one of the most beautiful voices.
No pressure.
And it is my great pleasure to introduce to the stage my pal, the great Kelly Clarkson.
Last Josh line coming to Kelly.
Go what 10?
Yes, of course.
Very messed up.
Okay, that's great. Brilliant. Okay, applause. Give me some applause.
Usually I sound like, since you've been gone. I'm gonna get it, I swear to God.
Kelly coming in and sort of wanting to do a couple of takes was great for us. We got several goes at it, and so we moved the cameras around and got some more shots. Josh just turned it all into a big joke, made the audience laugh.
You know who's the most pissed right now? The fog guy is the most pissed.
He hates me.
Switch it to 0. Yay. All right, and crank it to 11. All right. The most fun I have, other than singing with you, Kelly, is acting a fool to these people right here. So.
I'm gonna sing
Let's
and
do it.
like do the whole thing.
And now for your exclusive listening pleasure. The very first time any human ears have laid witness to the vocals we're about to hear momentarily. From the Phantom of the Opera, this is All I Ask of You. That's all I ask of
Her fans loved it, my fans loved it. Whenever you've got an artist of that depth that you can really appeal to both fan bases on a song that's really unexpected, it's such a win.
I like that applause at the beginning of the song. That was very nice. It felt like I was in like a dinner theater somewhere. Like, try to remember, thank you. Ding, ding, ding. All right, you like that one? Here's another. This one's really hard, so look impressed.
That's a wrap, everybody. Thank you very much.
You guys have been absolutely incredible tonight. Thank you so much for coming and for spending your Sunday night with me, for schlepping down here and for sitting here through all the stops and starts and everything. When this edits together, this will truly be one of my favorite things that I've ever done, and for you all to be a part of it means so much to me. And I'll thank you for being a part of this night. Thank you for being a part of my heart. And I hope you guys enjoy it when it airs. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your night. Thank you so, so much. Have a great night.
Did an amazing job. There's something magical about it all coming together. Everybody's just got show business in their blood.
Backstage here at the Los Angeles Theater, we've just finished the Stages television special. I think it went really well. The audience was great. I sang my tush off, so much so that I've actually spit out my Ricola to record this message, and it's on this plastic spoon just waiting to soothe my throat yet again. But it's been a fun couple of days. It's been a challenging couple of days. How wonderful to have such great collaborations. Very magical night. So thrilled with the way it all went down. And I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna go home and play a video game and have some barbecue. And get ready for the Stages tour, which is coming right up. And I'm gonna take my Ricola now. And I'm gonna get some sleep. And I will see you on tour, hopefully. And thank you so much for joining me for this weekend. It was a lot of fun. You okay, man? and sing. Outfit number 1.
It's that old devil moon in your eyes.
I just had a Snickers, but I feel okay.
Shapoopy.
Outfit number 2. You heard it here first. You applaud when we tell you to applaud. God damn it, there's nothing natural about this. It's TV. It's your business. Outfit number 3.
I need the band now to break it way the fuck down. Thank you.
Loved it. Loved it. What is this, number 4? This is outfit number 4. Take that, Lady Gaga.
So I mean, that's really nice on the way. So I think I've missed you guys. I've missed the sound department.
Today we're here at Capitol Studios.
Beautiful in here.
The final piece to the puzzle, recording If I Loved You with the brilliant Audra McDonald. She's somebody that I've looked up to my entire musical life, somebody that continues to break rules and expand boundaries as to what is possible in the world of musical theater and in many others that she taps into.
Yeah, we should go for it. You guys sounded great. This is a great moment to put it out.
All right, boys and girls, let's do it.
I was thrilled that she sang with me on the record, and when we were filming the TV special, our schedules just didn't line up. So I thought to myself, well, if we're going to make a TV special, let's find a time when we can tape our performance, but do it in a way that's maybe different from the rest of the special, to do it in a way that's different even from our recording of the song, to break it down, to make it more intimate, and to really dive into what makes the song great in a very intimate way.
You guys sound incredible.
It's all come together in a way that was just as beautiful as the record came together. And I think that's what makes this process fun, and I think that's what makes a special interesting, is when you can find different environments to cut away to in order to create a really nuanced performance.